Today we're test driving the all-new Mini Cooper, and we're going to do a fuel economy test to see how well it performs. As you can see right now, I have a full tank of fuel, and on this full tank, my fuel range is estimated to be 693 kilometers before I run completely out of fuel. You'll also notice I have my trip meter on the screen here, and it currently reads 0. We're going to be driving this over the week and see how many kilometers we complete, and after that we'll head to the gas station to see how much it costs to fill up, so stay tuned. We just spent the last 15 kilometers driving at highway speeds, and the lowest fuel economy we achieved so far is 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. As you can see, we've driven a total of 306 kilometers, and our average fuel economy, according to the vehicle, is rated at 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers. My driving conditions have been pretty basic. I haven't had the air conditioning on at all, but I have had the sound system on the whole time. Also worth noting is I did around 60% of my driving in the city and 40% on the highway, just to give you an idea of how I got the numbers that I did. What we're going to do now is, as you can see, we're at the gas station and we're going to follow back up, and based on that we'll do some calculations to get a better idea of how much you can actually expect to spend on a full tank of fuel, as well as your actual fuel economy based on my driving. As you can see, I spent $32.24 to fill up 22.24 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $1.449 per liter. Keep in mind that this is 89 octane, and that's because the car requires a minimum of 89 octane. As you just saw, we spent $32.24 to fill up 22 liters of fuel at a fuel cost of $1.449 per liter. Also worth noting is the fuel capacity of the Mini Cooper is 44 liters or 11.6 gallons. What we're going to do now is we'll calculate our kilometers per liter number, and how we're going to do that is we'll take the 306 kilometers that we've driven so far and divide that by the 22 liters of fuel that we filled up. So 306 kilometers divided by 22 liters gives us 14 kilometers per liter. That means on every liter of fuel you can expect 14 kilometers of driving. Now let's calculate our actual range on a full tank of fuel. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the 14 kilometers per liter number that we achieved and multiply that by the Mini Cooper's fuel capacity, which is 44 liters. So 14 kilometers per liter multiplied by 44 liters gives us 616 kilometers on a full tank. So on a full tank of fuel, based on my driving, you can expect 616 kilometers. Now what we're going to do is we'll calculate our cost per kilometer. And how we're going to do that is we'll take the $32.24 that we filled up for and divide that by the 306 kilometers that we drove. So $32.24 divided by 306 kilometers gives us 10.5 cents per kilometer Canadian. That means every kilometer in the Mini Cooper costs us 10.5 cents. And finally, let's calculate the cost of a full tank of fuel. First, let's do it for Toronto, Canada, where the fuel price is $1.449 per liter for 89 octane fuel. So $1.449 per liter multiplied by the Mini Cooper's fuel capacity, which is 44 liters, gives us $63.75 Canadian. That means a full tank of fuel, if you were to fill up in Toronto, Canada, would cost you $63.75 Canadian. Now let's cross the border into Detroit, USA, where the fuel price is $2.80 per gallon. So $2.80 per gallon multiplied by the Mini Cooper's fuel capacity, which is 11.6 gallons, gives us $32.48 US. That means a full tank of fuel, if you were to fill up in Detroit, USA, would cost you $32.48 US.